start, waiting for people to join. It's been a long time since I've been live. Beautiful day for a drive, too. Hey Z-Man, how you doing? Yeah, I went live. Hard to believe, right? What's up, Griffin? Hello, everybody. Sorry to hear about your dad, Sam. Thank you. Safe travels to everybody who's traveling this weekend. Hello. Everybody tuning in. Oh yeah, for once the weather's nice in Pennsylvania. That's a rare thing up here. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I am gonna tell you straight up, since I'm driving, I'll be missing a lot of comments, I'm sure, because I have to be safe and keep my eyes on the road. But I'll try and glance over whenever I can, when it's safe to do so. But happy Memorial Day weekend, everybody. Yeah, I'm sorry about that in Colorado. Normally the weather sucks here all the time. I can't believe it's actually and the irony is, where I'm headed, the weather's supposed to be crappy tomorrow and Sunday at least. Go figure. But who knows? Meteorologists can predict the weather so well that I go outside my door and see what the weather's like, and then it's like, okay, that's what it's like today. Because they say rain, and then the next day it could be completely opposite. So I'm on Interstate 79 southbound out of the Pittsburgh area. I'm heading to Columbia, South Carolina for the weekend to see Mary and have a nice weekend. Enjoy some time down there. Possibly be running to Atlanta area. Don't know if that's going to happen yet or not, but it's a possibility. Thanks, Flame Gun. Hello, everybody that's just tuning in. Glad to have you here. Yeah, Z-Man, I'm heading down your way. I don't even know. There might be a small possibility we head your way. Don't hold me to that, though. But there's a chance. If we do, I'll let you know. I'll send you a message either tonight or tomorrow. But, yep. Heading down for a nice weekend. It's absolutely gorgeous out here now. 78 degrees. Had an early day at work. I was able to get my work done that I needed to get done today, and I was allowed to take off. Paid holiday on Monday. Heck yeah. Gonna have a nice time. Okay, so those that don't know who Mary is my girlfriend. We've been together now for a little while. Kayla and I split a long time ago. Kayla was the one that left. I'm just gonna get it out and over with now, because I don't feel like talking about it. Kayla decided to leave. Nothing I could do about it, no matter how hard I tried. Yeah, it hurt. Yeah, it sucks, but I've moved on. I'm not going to sit at home and mope around. Anyway, yeah, it's been a long time since I've gone live. I mean, a very, very long time. And I figured, what the heck? It's such a beautiful day out, and it's a holiday weekend that I figured I would do. No, is this my coworker passing me? No. He has a truck exactly like that one. No, that's definitely not his. Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to do the best thing I can for my mental health and just move on and enjoy my life. And yeah, I still get my days, I do, but I'm happy. And no imbecile from Ohio is going to do anything about that either, because, you know, if you watched my BK video I put up last night, naturally, the 30-something second clip I rant at the end about somebody making troll accounts to bother me and all my friends and everybody for the last 4 to 5 years. They immediately watched they obviously watched the video in full to listen to that clip, to make a troll account, then steal that 30-something second clip of my video, upload it on a new channel that they just created yesterday to say that I'm still obsessed with, etc. But I'm not. They're obsessed with me, especially when they watch a video in whole and just waited for that moment. So joke's on you. Anyway, but yeah, I'm doing well. Beautiful day out. And I'll tell you what, guys, if you're traveling this weekend, please do the speed limit. Please buckle up. Please be safe. Please do not drink and drive. I wasn't even out of Allegheny County. I wasn't even out of the Pittsburgh area, and I had already passed 4 state troopers. No joke. They are out there. They're not, I mean, yeah, they're out there because they're money hungry at the same time, but they are out there to ensure people are safe, to make sure people get to where they want to go safely. I do get that. But I do think it was a little overkill that there was a state trooper who parked his motorcycle in between the Fort Pitt and Fort Duquesne bridges there in rush hour traffic, was standing there with a ticket book to give people tickets for, I'm assuming, seatbelts. Because he was looking at every car. He looked at me, I looked at him, and I just started giggling. Because I'm like, that's got to be pretty embarrassing to be standing there on the shoulder. But he wants people to be safe, I get that. But my God, I would be embarrassed if I was standing there having to do that. Do I still own the Z24? I wish. It's in the junkyard up in the sky now. I love that car to death. Loved it to death. Excellent, excellent car. But the problem with living up here in the north and in the Rust Belt, they just rot like crazy. And we had saved it prior. We had saved it once before, but the rear frame just went too far gone. When I got it, it was already badly rusty back there, but it was still passable for inspection. We were able to patch it. It was still good. I got a couple of years out of it. Wish I could have got a few more. But I'll tell you what, that went to the junkyard. People definitely had their good times picking that car apart. There were a lot of good stuff on that car. Good engine. It was still the original clutch at 200-something thousand miles. Still on the original clutch. I've had to replace it in this car, the B-Friend, at about 190,000. Yeah, and sorry if the signal kind of sucks. I'm driving through Greene County now. I'm heading for the West Virginia state line, and the signal goes up and down, so it might be crappy for a little bit. It'll get better as we get closer to Morgantown as well. Hello, everybody. Hello, David. Hello, Kev. Hey, everybody that's joining, welcome to the live stream. Hello. Glad to have you here. When is the bee doing the Tail of the Dragon? Can't be soon enough. I would love to get out there ASAP. I want to go out there on a weekday. I don't want to do it on the weekend because that's when everybody, their mother, their grandparents, great-grandparents, their great-nephew, uncles, cousins, and all their friends all go out there. Best time to do it's on a weekday. There's hardly anybody out there. You go out there on the weekend, it's no fun because then you're just lined up with a bunch of cars. And for me, I'm not willing to get a speeding ticket because Tennessee state troopers hide all over there. So I'm not willing to go 70, 80 miles an hour and just slam on the brakes and dump the clutch going through turns and all that. Yeah, I have a little bit of fun. Yeah, I'm kind of a daredevil a little bit, but I do watch. And I want to have a fun time doing it, do another video. But if I go on a weekend, I'm going to have all the daredevils coming up behind me, and I'm going to be pulling off the road a lot to let them go by. Right now I'm going 70 on the dot, the speed limit's 70. And I'm not even doing 70 now because of this truck. But yeah, as I was saying, if you just joined on, if you're doing anything this holiday weekend, you know, have a great time. I hope you have a lot of fun, but be safe out there. Do the speed limit. Buckle up. don't be an idiot on the road, because we have a lot of idiots on the road that can cause an accident, and that's anywhere. And just be safe out there. State troopers are everywhere today. I'm surprised I haven't passed another one yet, honestly. Excuse me. Thank you, dog lover. Yeah, sorry. Headed to Buc-ee's. It's definitely in the works. It's definitely a possibility. If we go to Florence, South Carolina, which we may very well do, I'm 99% certain we are. I'll definitely be stopping at Buc-ee's, probably sometime Sunday, I would think. There is a possibility we'll be heading to the Atlanta area, maybe. And if we do, I know I'm going to hit up the Buc-ee's there. And obviously Whataburger and get a Dr. Pepper shake. Do I like doing Lego sets? I don't really have any. The only one I have is an off-brand that did the Whataburger restaurant thing. I paid like $30 for it off somebody off Facebook Marketplace in Fort Worth, Texas last year. And surprisingly, all the pieces were in it, and I've had it built for a while. But that's the only, like, Lego set, I guess you could say, even though it's not technically. It's like those micro bricks or whatever. Yeah, people drive crazy everywhere. Now, fortunately, where I'm out in the countryside now. I'm south of Pittsburgh. I'm approaching the state line of PA and West Virginia. I'm not exactly sure how many miles I am away from it yet, but where I'm at, it's nice and quiet. When I get into Morgantown, it's going to pick up a little bit again. 16 miles from the border now, based on the milepost sign. Hello, everyone that's tuning in. HEB. I wish I lived near an HEB. Maybe one day I still will. I still want to live in Texas. And Texas is still on the to-do list this summer. Definitely going down. It's a given. Just got to figure out when, but it's going to happen. Nothing anybody did is going to ruin my love for that state. I still want to live there. I got friends that live there. I have one friend in particular who's a subscriber of the channel. We're planning on meeting up with her. I can't wait. She's really excited to meet us, so that's going to be fun. Check out new places. I know, what's that one place in Fort Worth? I'm planning on checking. I can't think of the name of it. It's such a well-known place, but it's on the bucket list for this trip. Dallas, Fort Worth. The Stockyards, that's it. I'm going to the Stockyards and Buc-ee's, obviously. Never go to Texas without going to the actual Buc-ee's locations down there. Hey, Z-Man. Hey, thank you. I have to head to work soon, so I hope that helps your travels. Be safe out there. Just let me know if you come out my way. Stay awesome. Well, stay awesome, Z-Man. Thank you very much for that. That was very nice of you. Thanks. That'll definitely help for gas. And yeah, obviously I'm going to try and do some videos down there over this long weekend. I get to stay through Monday, come home Monday evening. Nice. Buc-ee's Friday. I'm wearing a Buc-ee's shirt right now, too. I'm wearing my old Texas one. Said, don't mess with Texas on the front. Buc-ee's wearing a cowboy hat in the state of Texas, and on the back it says, this critter don't litter. Yeah, Melody, I'm sorry, where I'm heading it's going to be raining too, from what I understand, but hopefully they'll be wrong. I know a couple of weeks ago, or like a few weeks ago when I was in South Carolina, it was supposed to rain all day Saturday. It rained for a couple of hours in the early morning, up until like 9 or 10 o'clock. And then it was done, and the rest of the day was just beautiful the entire day. So, best way to tell what the weather's going to be like is to just look out a window or open up the door and look outside. This is some Final Destination stuff back here. I ain't driving behind no auto rack. Oh, geez, I hope your ankle's all right. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to glance over comments when I can. And just keep in mind, I am driving, so I have to keep my eyes on the road and be smart and be safe. So I'm definitely going to miss a lot of comments, and I apologize for that. I don't mean to. I'm just trying to glance over when I can, but like in traffic, I will not do it for my safety and the safety of drivers on the road. But I figure, why not? Let's do a drive stream for a little bit. I will have to get gas once I get into West Virginia. I purposely wait to get into West Virginia to get fuel because Pennsylvania prices are absolutely pathetic and outrageous. Still in the 375 to 385, 389 even window in the Pittsburgh area. As soon as I cross the border, it's going to be in the 350s, and if I get far enough, I think down in Fairmont area, I'll get gas for $3.39 a gallon. That's what it was a few weeks ago. So, and whenever you see a car on the shoulder, especially with their hazards on, move over. It's a state law in PA. I know not all states do that, but it just became a state law in PA a couple of years ago. Yeah, New Jersey, the only state you can't pump your own gas. I've never understood that. I've looked into it. I've read about it, but it just makes zero sense to me. I remember the very first time I was in New Jersey and I went to get gas. I didn't know about this. I pull up to the gas pump. I see somebody walking over to my car. It freaks me out. I lock the doors. I drive away. I'm like, what the heck was this dude doing? He was like, and he was a shady looking person. I'm not trying to pick on the guy, but it's like, I felt like I was in the wrong neighborhood for that to begin with. And then this guy comes up and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not about to get robbed. Then I go to another gas station, still not aware of the law. I get out of the car. When I pull up to the pump, guy comes up. I go to put my card in the machine, and the guy starts yelling. He's like, no, you can't do that. You can't. I was like, holy shit, I'm sorry. Excuse my language, by the way, but that was what I said. I was like, holy blank, I'm sorry. He's like, you mustn't be from around here. I'm like, no, I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Why? There's a state trooper that just went up the other side. He said, you can't pump your own gas in the state of New Jersey. I'm like, why? He said, it's state law. I'm like, okay, but why? He's like, I don't know. That's how it is. I'm like, okay, all right, then pump my gas. Then I guess I'll go back in the car and sit down. And, you know, I feel bad. I know they get paid to do that job. And, you know, I'm used to living and growing up where we pump our own gas. And only once in a blue moon do you find a gas station that's still full service where you pull up, you know they're going to come out and pump your gas for you. And I feel like I ought to tip them a little bit. That's kind of like when I get gas in that Indian reservation right off of Interstate 90 in New York between Erie and Buffalo. Oh, that dude's moving. Holy hell. I'm doing 71, 72. He's probably going about 80, 85 in the middle of the road. But yeah, there's an Indian reservation in New York. I think it's in the Silver Spring area. I can't remember the exact name of it. Right on Route 5. And there's a bunch of gas stations there that gas is significantly cheaper because they don't get taxes on it. And I mean, right now with gas being around $3.85, I imagine gas there's probably about $2.65 to $2.85 or even $3 max, which isn't bad. Where I'm heading, gas is like $2.95. Almost an entire dollar cheaper a gallon than PA prices. Isn't that ridiculous? Oh my God, $5 a gallon. That's absurd. Even diesel, the diesel at the BP in my town, diesel's $4.99 a gallon. I know in South Carolina, I was seeing it for like $3.49, $3.59. I'm 7 miles from the West Virginia state line. Thanks for being observant, because I wasn't even paying attention. When you go south on an interstate, you go by the milepost signs and the exit numbers, and because they decrease as you get closer to the border going south. And same thing if you're going east on an interstate, unless you're in New York, that for some reason they're backwards. But yeah, going south on an interstate, the numbers go down. So I just passed a sign that said 6 miles to the state line. Always obey laws on the road. Always do. State laws, gotcha. Yeah, always do. With me being live, phone's on the windshield, hands free. Just talking to you guys while I got both hands on the wheel. I had the radio on prior, and I felt like going live to hang out with you guys for a little bit. Was listening to Sirius XM channel 55 as they're doing that limited time run with Red, White, and Booze. I love that channel. And oh wow, it's 4 o'clock. The Music Row Happy Hour is just coming on the highway right now with Buzz Brainerd. Mark my words, by the way, by the end of the year, you will hear my voice on Sirius XM The Highway at the Music Row Happy Hour live from Nashville at Margaritaville. I promise. I've been dying to get there for years to be on that show. I went there in January a couple of years ago, and they didn't do it because there was supposed to be a snowstorm coming in, so they canceled it, and the snowstorm never came, and I was so bummed. I was like, I'm here. I was here on time, and I could have gone, and they canceled it. And I still went to Margaritaville because the place was still open, and I had a great time. I was looking at the upstairs where the studio and everything is, and oh man, the stage, and I'm having Whataburger. Lucky. I wish I was. I certainly wish I was having Whataburger. I might. If we go to the Atlanta area, I will be. There's 3 of them open, or 4 of them open now. They all look like the ones in Nashville and the one in Memphis. Did I get wasted away at Margaritaville? Well, let's just say I'm glad my hotel was right by the arena, or by the stadium where the Titans play, and that I took an Uber to and from Broadway. Yeah, you know, I even went to the Jason Aldean bar, and yeah. Answer us, Wooly. What are you talking about? What are you asking, Frank? I can't look at everybody's comments. What is my favorite thing about the BeFriend? Aside from it being a manual, the fact that it's bright yellow, I love it. It stands out because if you notice, a lot of new cars these days, the paint is boring. They're either silver or black or white or gray or whatever. Drive right, pass left. Hi, everybody. When's the next time I'm getting together with Mary and Nate? Whenever they have time. Oh, thanks, Frank. Thank you, Frank. Appreciate the love and support. Yeah, new cars are painted blue and red, but how many? Not many at all. Trust me, I work in a body shop. I pop a wheelie. I work in a body shop. I've been doing this job for over 11 years. I'm coming up on 12 years now. And trust me, we've had a contract with Enterprise Rent-A-Car. I see all the new cars out there, even the exotic ones that we got from the airport for a long time, until they went with another body shop because they were willing to do their cars for a lower price than we were. And because Enterprise is a bunch of cheapskates. But a lot of cars are all the same. A lot of them are black, silver, gray, white. You get some red, and I don't even mean bright red. You get like the burgundy red. Yeah, yellow is rare these days. And you might have seen the sign that said speed limit 55 when flashing. It's not flashing. It hasn't been for the last couple of months. And the speed limit 70 signs are not covered up. And when I asked a cop about that, he said, yeah, as long as they're not flashing, you can do 70. Welcome to West Virginia, wild and wonderful. and that comes literally just a couple of weeks after Soft White Underbelly uploaded 3 new videos from the Whittaker family. 2 from them getting haircuts, and 1 with him doing an interview with Jason. Love that family. They live in Odd. I'm actually going to go right near their town on Route 19 later this afternoon, within the next couple of hours, actually. I like West Virginia. You know, everybody gives West Virginia a bad rap, and I joke once in a while, but it is a beautiful state. It's just at nighttime, oh my goodness, you feel like you're here for eternity when you're coming up from South Carolina back to PA. You can't see anything. You're through like the middle of nowhere going up and down the mountains. It feels like I'm in West Virginia for like 19 years. Oh, there's a few songs dedicated to West Virginia. The John Denver one, and I can't think of, it's an old one, I think from the 50s or 60s, that Soft White Underbelly actually played in the beginning of one of his videos when he went to visit the Whittakers. Mary, hi Mary. See you soon. Yeah, but as Mary said too, who's traveled up to Pittsburgh several times, it is a long drive. I am being safe. So far, everybody on the road's being respectful too, for the most part. A couple of dingleberries out there, but not many. Fortunately, I think everybody realizes it's a holiday weekend, and people or cops aren't going to be messing around, especially in West Virginia. I tell this to Mary all the time. Do not speed in West Virginia. I've never seen cops as anal about pulling people over in any state I've been to other than West Virginia. I know Virginia can be pretty bad. North Carolina isn't terrible. South Carolina, Ohio's bad. Oh gosh. Those cops will hide on the side of a skyscraper and hide there with a little camera getting in and be like, sneaky, sneaky. Yeah, it's an 8-hour drive. I was going through Ohio once, and it said cop reported ahead on Waze, and I'm like, where is he? I don't see him. And I passed him, and I didn't see him, and then all of a sudden in my rearview mirror, I saw him like come out of like a different dimension. His car just kind of appeared up on the side of a mountain there. I totally kid. I live in NC. I should come. I love NC. I plan on a OBX trip later this year too. Maybe once the summer rush kind of dies down, because this week is usually a good week to go. The weekend for Memorial Day weekend is busy. I've done the Memorial Day week trip dozens of times. I just haven't done it the last few, but it will be busy on the weekend. But Monday comes along, the rest of the week is quiet because you still have people in school. Summer really doesn't take off until about the middle of June, when everybody starts getting out of school. Father's Day comes around, the first day of summer, but yeah, it's usually quiet for the week. I love that sticker on the back of that Equinox. It was a heart rate, or like a pulse, and it had 2 cats on it and a heart on it. That's really cool. That would be perfect for me because I have 2 kitties. Oh, thank you, Alan. And welcome everybody that's just joining on to the live stream. I'm taking a nice Friday afternoon drive. I'm in West Virginia now, just getting into Morgantown. And I'm heading to Columbia, South Carolina for the weekend. Maybe Atlanta, Mary. Maybe a Whataburger trip. Hint, hint. Could really go for a Dr. Pepper shake all the time. Yeah, guys, if you're just joining on, welcome. I've said this twice already in the live stream, but if you're doing anything this weekend, please be safe on the roadways. Do the speed limit, put your seatbelt on. State troopers. I've seen 5 in PA now with that one past me. Haven't seen any since, but I know they're lurking out here. Just be safe out there. Everybody's going to be going out trying to enjoy their weekend. Last thing you want to have happen is get into an accident or somebody gets injured or killed, and then just like that, not only is your weekend ruined, but your life could be ruined too. So just want to be safe. And as Frank says too, exactly, I was getting ready to say that if it wasn't for our brave heroes that sacrificed everything to fight for our country, we wouldn't even have this weekend to enjoy in the first place. This weekend is all about our troops, our members of our military that paid the ultimate sacrifice so we can do this kind of stuff, so we can live, so we can go to work, see our friends, go for a drive, go on vacation, not just on Memorial Day weekend, but every day of the week, every day of the year. Oh, thanks, Lonnie and Julie's Adventures. Thank you. Glad to have you all here. By the way, since I can't read all of your comments as I'm driving, and I apologize for that, while it's on my mind, I'll make a note. Tonight at 7:30, I have a new Dead Mall video going live. It's the video I did. I filmed it about a month ago now, a little over a month ago. Actually, I think it was April 1st, I think. So yeah, almost 2 months ago now. Columbia Place Mall in Columbia, South Carolina. It's a Moonbeam special. If you know anything about Moonbeam, they are probably the worst property owners, mall owners in existence. They are the owners of Century 3 Mall, which I'm sure you've all heard about. The mall's abandoned. Everybody's been doing videos. Shopping Town Mall in New York, that's another one of their properties, which is just absolutely decimated from them. Closed as well. They have a handful of malls all throughout the country, but this one, even though it's dead, it's still surprisingly in great shape. Very aesthetically pleasing. Some warning signs that Moonbeam owns it have shown with the way they wrote things off with their just caution tape and just like a plethora of benches and seats, like that's going to stop anybody. They are the slumlord of slumlords. So, hey BNSF, have a nice weekend. Thanks for tuning in. But yeah, you guys aren't going to want to miss that video. I worked very hard on that video. I've worked very, very hard on that. I spent hours at the mall. Ask Mary. Mary can chime in and say something too. I spent hours at that mall. I think we were there for like nearly 3 hours that day. So I could film it and do a couple other videos outside the property. And I spent hours and hours editing this thing. I'm not as good as the big guys that do all the animations and all the graphics and stuff, but I just do it with the best of my ability, and I'm really proud of this one, and I'm just excited for you all to see it. Can't wait. Even that dingling that's so obsessed with me, but then says I'm obsessed with him, but watches my video in full to hear me rant about the troll account. So you too, since I know you're here and I know you'll be watching, hope you enjoy it. And if you don't, I don't really care, because when you watch it, you're still helping me out anyway. So when you make your 401st troll account today and make fun of me, I'll appreciate it, because all you're doing is just helping me out more. Kevin, take care, my friend. Will be stopping for gas here soon, so when I stop, I'll probably end the live stream. I'll probably go live again for a little bit, but I know once I get into the middle of West Virginia, my signal really goes downhill. So if I don't, I may go live again once I'm in like the southern portion of Virginia, right before I go into North Carolina by Mount Airy, because the mountains really do a number to the signal. But once I'm in North Carolina, after the mall video goes up, I might live stream again. We'll see. But I'll try to do another one before the weekend's over at the very least. So, plus I want to do one. My buddy Fast Eddie, he likes to join on these live streams and just go off about Kmart, and I think it's hilarious. I love him. Great guy. He's not the real Eddie Lampert, but oh my God, he's hilarious. Thank you, Frank. Thank you, everybody. Speaking of supporting the channel, I just learned from a few people, actually, about the thanks button on the videos. If you want to support the channel, but you don't want to do Patreon or just do like a one-time thing, there's a thanks button next to the like, dislike, share button, that sort of thing. It'll say thanks. You can do a little, you can support the channel even a little bit there. And if you choose to do that, great. Thank you very much. That helps make videos possible. If you don't want to, totally cool. Not asking you to. Just thought I would mention it because I didn't really want to mention it and sound greedy or selfish, but it is there. And it does cost a lot of money to do videos, which I love to do, and I do them all for you guys. Hi, Adam. Matthew, she left. That's, I can't, I've said it so many times in so many videos at this point. I'm tired of talking about it, honestly. She left. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. That was on her behalf. That was her doing. I couldn't control it. And you know what? Quite frankly, I don't care anymore. I do, but I don't. I'm happy. Am I going home? No, I am going to South Carolina. I have just left the Pittsburgh area about an hour and 20 minutes ago now. Over an hour, about an hour and a half ago now. It's okay, Matthew. You didn't know, but it's just, I feel like people keep asking. I have to keep repeating the same thing, and quite honestly, I'm just tired of it because it's, you know, just a sensitive topic for me. Trust me, 4 years, it hurt. Not going to say it didn't. It hurt. But not going to sit around and mope at home. No, I'm not. Not going to waste my year and my life away being sad over something I can't control. So, I wish Kmart would have bounced back. Mary and I were just talking about that. Boy, would it be nice to just go on a Kmart run, but those days are over unless I go to the one up near New York City, that I imagine is still open. The one that was blue for a while, they took the blue sign down recently, and I can't remember if there's still one in Florida or if the last one finally closed. I know the Sears in Greensboro, North Carolina closes on Sunday. Hi, Northwest Indian Elevators. Yeah, only 3 Kmarts left in the U.S. Thank you so much, Sam. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this weekend, even if it rains down there. I don't really care, because I like the scenery. I like to get out of Pennsylvania for once, you know, once in a while like this. Love North Carolina. South Carolina's really growing on me. Hi, Tommy in Illinois. Hope you're having a nice Friday. Nice start to your Memorial Day weekend. Hope you all are. Hope the weather's nice where you are. I know the Midwest, just Midwest and the plains, man. It's just storm after storm, tornado after tornado. A new friend of mine that I think he's based out of Oklahoma. way. He lives in Oklahoma, but he spends a lot of time in Texas and in Oklahoma. His name is Steven. He runs a channel called Tornado Intercept. That's his group. They go after storms and tornadoes and supercells, and it's a lot of fun watching his content. I'll say that. Good guy, really good guy. If you ever saw the beanie I've worn a few times that said Tornado Intercept, yeah, it's from him. Love what I see down there. Especially when he's in an area I'm familiar with around DFW. It's like, oh, I know where he's at. Well, that's good. I'm glad it's been a nice week. It's been a nice week here for once. No rain this week, which is rather bizarre. We usually get a lot of rain. June, we get a lot of rain. June can bring a lot of... I remember one year... I can't remember what year it was, but years ago, in the month of June, it rained 28 out of 30 days, and I kid you not. Even if it was just for 5 or 10 minutes, it did it every day. And most of the time, the rain would hit about 4 and 5 o'clock, perfectly and conveniently when I get done with work for the day. So it's nice and sunny all day. Sun's out, it's singing, dancing, flowers are, you know, snapping their fingers, singing and dancing, having a good old day, a good old tune and everything, enjoying life. The moment I get done with work, it's all rainy and the clouds are like, watch this. Watch how we're going to ruin your evening for you again. Is that doing anything for you guys? Alright, since I'm in Fairmont, I am going to be stopping to get gas here soon. Go Browns. Who knows? I really want to see that team do something, but who knows what will happen. It's hard to support a team where the owner doesn't care. Believe me, I know, because we have the Pirates, and Bob Nutting only cares about lining up his pockets. Hi, Liam. I have a couple of moderators. They do a great job of making things disappear. A lot of times I won't even say anything. It's just a few days ago I saw something. I was like, wow, this guy's still going at it? Like, wow. But then says I'm obsessed. But in reality, I'm like, I didn't even know he was still doing it until a few days ago. I'm like, this guy's really still trying to mess with me? It's been 4 or 5 years and he's still doing it. So... yeah, most of the time I don't see, and even when I do, it's 2 clicks, 3 dots next to the comment, hide user and remove comment, and boom, they're gone for good until they make another channel, which would probably explain all the subscribers a certain channel has, because they're all themselves. How about the Steelers draft? Oh yeah, that Steelers draft was a decent draft this year. Really, really good draft we got. Oh yeah, I saw that comment about the left lane, and I'm sorry I couldn't read the whole thing because I'm trying to pay attention to the road, especially as this car was passing me. I've sincerely thought about doing a video series called Left Lane Bandits. I watched this channel years ago called VB Denny. There's a guy that I was... I didn't know him real well, but I talked to him once in a while. He was based out of Virginia Beach. Always did videos from the Hampton Roads area called Left Lane Bandits. And he would show his camera. He would show the mirror and the line of cars behind the car in the left lane, hold them all up. And, technically he was doing something he wasn't supposed to be doing, holding the camera while he's driving on highways and stuff. Like, if you're in a parking lot or like at a mall, that's a little different. But on the road, no, I don't advise doing that. Especially in a state where it's a law. And see, I'm doing about 70. We're coming up on the 55 mile per hour zone up ahead here where they're working on a bridge. I think it's that area. And look, I'm not looking to get a speeding ticket. Somebody else wants to? Have at it. I have better things I can spend $200 on. Oh boy, what a long day, or a long week it was at work. A nice week. A long week. How about you guys? Did you guys work this week? Did you guys work hard? I missed the Z. I definitely missed that Z24. That definitely would have gone to South Carolina. It did go to South Carolina once. It went to as far as Rock Hill when I took it down to Charlotte area. Went down and it did the tail of the dragon. It went down to North Carolina a couple of times. If you guys are in school, hopefully you're almost done for the summer. I know we have some youngins here, so if you're not done with school yet, hopefully very soon, and you get to start sleeping in, staying up a little bit later. The Z24 was beyond repair with the rust in the back. The rear frame, the frame rails and everything it was so bad that all it would have taken would have been one bump hit just right, and the rear end housing would have went through, the trailing arms, etc. It sucks because we patched it once before, and when rust gets to a certain point, there's just nothing you can do about it. Wow, somebody's coming up behind me quick. Oh, I see the culprit. It's the F250 or F350, the flatbed. There they go. Attaboy. Yep, we're in the construction zone. And actually, since I have to get gas, I'm going to get off of the interstate here. I think the next exit, there's a few gas stations, so I'm going to wrap up the video here so I can do that. I might go live here again as soon as I get back out on the roadway for a little bit. I know I should do more live videos, and I'm sorry I haven't. So many things going on and so many projects. If I didn't have time, when I would have time, I just didn't have the energy to do it, and I apologize. Like, I put videos up almost every single day for you, and even when things were rough earlier this year, I was still cranking out content, even though my heart was not in the mood for it. I had no desire to do it. I still did it for your entertainment. Do I want to take this exit? I think this is one where I saw gas for $3.39. I did, even if it's like $3.59, I don't really care. Yep, there it is, $3.39. I knew it. All right, good old Amoco. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap up so I can get gas. I'm going to get something to drink, too, because it's a long drive, and I've been talking a lot. I apologize if I couldn't read all your comments, but that's to be expected when I'm driving. If I have somebody in the car with me, it's a lot easier to do. Well, there's Sunoco and Amoco. I'm going to go to Amoco. If somebody's in the car and can help me do that, then it's when it's easier. Oh, wow, that's a humdinger there. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll probably go live here again briefly after I get gas. Let me get gas, and then I'll get back on here, okay? Thanks, Jeremy. I'll be back. I'll go live again in about, give me 10, 15 minutes or so, okay? Thanks for watching. Stay awesome. See you shortly. Bye.